Okay, so I've done a video on realizing you have a story around something. And today I'd love for you to tap on when you want to change that story, but also feels terrifying because it feels like you're going to change your personality, and this is who you've always been. And what does that look like? Because, the stories do help shield us sometimes from things that we want to kind of not deal with. So here we go. I'm going to use the example of love. Okay, but feel free to replace with whatever you want. Okay, so even though I have this story around love, and I'd like to change it because I want something different to happen in my love life, I deeply and completely love and accept myself and the story I've created. Even though I have this story around love, and I know that it's not serving me, and yet I still feel stuck in this story, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. This story that love just isn't my thing. I think I understand that it's both helped me and not helped me. It's been something to fall back on when things don't turn out how I want. And maybe I've used it to explain a lot of difficult situations. But the truth is, I want something different for my love life in the future. And I know that holding on to this story and the narrative I've created around this part of my life really doesn't serve me. Even if I'm still so attached to it. And still so convinced that it's true. I'm having a hard time letting go of this. It feels scary to change at this point. And even though I know it affects my energy, and therefore the outcome, I'm still finding it so challenging. This story I've created around love. I know it doesn't serve me. And yet I find it difficult to imagine something different. I feel like the implication is that I should be someone different. Because that's how ingrained this story is in me. And that just feels like a lot of work right now. But I wonder if what's tricky about this is more than just a fear of change. Because I am afraid of changing. Even if that change will supposedly bring about good things. I wonder if this also has something to do with how impossible it is to just eliminate something without having something else in its place. So I wonder if I could take some time and sit down and really have a good think about what I would like my story to be. If I can envision what I want for my love life in the future, and the kind of person I want to be and attract, I wonder if I can zoom in on what kind of story that person has around love. What do they believe about themselves and love? What do they believe about relationships? So that I can slowly ease into replacing my story with a new one. And maybe I'm still afraid, but I wonder if I can feel a little hopeful too. Okay, shake out your hands. I think anytime we try to just eliminate one thing, we're always going to be screwed because, especially when, I know these things don't take up physical space, but it's almost as if they did, because they take years to build and mature and kind of grow into a narrative we have around something. And then just pretend, just because you rationally know it's not serving you, to just one day go, poof, fine. I think it's the same as eliminating, gluten. You need to replace it with something else, otherwise you're going to starve and you're going to obsess with what you're not doing anymore. So, again, just looking to kind of open up to the possibility of, who do you want to be with regards to love? This isn't serving you. You understand that rationally, and yet it's tricky to let go. So how about, instead of letting go, just, put something else in there so that it gets pushed out in a way. And feel free to replace with whatever is important to you, whatever you're working on now. Thanks for watching.